They are all of them snared in holes.
Right. So that's why, man, our people have been ensnared in holes and traps. All right, by the rulers that be, by the powers that be. So you got all these old heads, man, complaining about what's wrong with these young niggas. And they are right. Something is wrong with them, but the root of the problem is the leaders, man. Whether it be the leaders of our own people screaming Jesus in John 3:16, all right, forcing the so-called white man philosophy down their throat, vote and join the army, everything the Bible is against, right? So the young man is falsely taught from his own people,
yep,
and by the people who was entrusted to teach him. See, our people have trusted the so-called white man to properly teach our children history. And even Malcolm X said, look, you don't let the oppressor educate your seed, man. So that's why the script, you can keep reading, and then go back to Sirach.
It says, this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
We're all snared in holes, traps. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a trap. It's the system, all right? Which means pit. And then you know what they say, once you get in the system, it's hard to get out the system. Then they got these lies. They say you do the crime, you do the time, but now you done the time, but now you got shit like probation, you got shit like parole. And then the so-called white man extends those things. So now any minor infraction, because he always making unrighteous decrees, any minor infraction, now he can put you back in slavery. That's a snare, that's a trap.
Innocent to proven guilty. They gonna keep you on hold just in case you come. Right. So
right.
Innocent, why the fuck I have people?
Innocent till proven guilty, but here go these handcuffs and here go this cell.
Cell, don't leave.
You in here with other harming criminals convicted that may or may not kill you, or who knows?
God. It says, and they are hid in prison houses. It says they are all for a prey and none deliver it.
Yeah, who's got the highest prison population among all races? Our people, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called black Latinos, they all got the highest. So like, all got the highest prison population. You know, mainly Judah. You know, but all the tribes, man. You know.
This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are previously set against the poor.
And Bobby Kush, and he do that literally too. It's been stories and accounts where, like, me personally, it's been like people, like crazy people whom the world deem crazy, you know, like, you know, drug users and dealers, but have told me, like, hey, the police is dressing up in masks and coming to the hood shooting people. Now people ain't believe them because, you know, like, you know, whatever. But the so-called white man, he do, that is something that he do. All right, the scripture says there's no new thing under the sun. He did that with the Native Americans. All right, he would make it seem like another Native tribe did it, and he'll pit the tribes against each other. Same thing when you watch the movie, I believe it's either Minister Society or it's what's the one with Ice Cube and Ricky got shot in the back. Boys in the Hood. When the police beat them up, they dropped them off in the Latino neighborhood. Yeah, Minister. And they explained it. They was like, yeah, they dropped us off in the Latino neighborhood to think, you know, they was gonna beat us up even more because they pit us against each other.
Yeah, but the essays was cool though.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They took us to the hospital.
God.
Yeah, man. And it goes beyond that, man. You know what I'm saying? All gangs were created to protect the neighborhood, man. So the white man through his COINTELPRO, well, what do? He turned the gangs against one another. You know what I'm saying? He'll go air a neighborhood out and then throw a red flag down and put graffiti. And now that's gang wars. Oh, them niggas killing us, what they killing us for? Because they don't like the color? You know, niggas don't Niggas don't research shit. They see a red flag over there on top of one of their dead homies. What they do? They go, oh, well, now we're gonna kill one of theirs. Now we're gonna kill one of theirs. While Esau in the background orchestrating all that shit, man. Got two niggas fighting one against another. Whenever there's a gang, one gang, there's an opposite gang. Who does that? Esau done paid off some cool-ass nigga to come start another gang. You know? And now what do you got? Beef. That creates separation. And that's his tool, man. Divide and conquer. If he can divide you, he can conquer you, man. Because what was set up to be good is turned into evil. You know? What was set up to be a safe house, you know what I'm saying? A cove from the wickedness going on in the world, it's turned evil now. Hey, those gangs were set up to keep racist crackers from beating up niggas in the hood, man. When you look up the origin of a lot of those gangs, they was created to keep racist crackers out of the neighborhood, man. But niggas are simple, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I may,
homie, I'm gonna kill 3 of they dead homies. Then ain't nobody even focus on the white man no more. And that's it. That's how he does over and over again. He'll make some shit happen. 3 people got shot in the grocery store and put it so much on the news that that's all niggas watching. While he's signing bills, you know what I'm saying? Legalizing GMO wheat and all kind of bullshit, bio sludge. You know, to kill you, man. So yeah, that's always been his agenda. Go ahead, bro.
I got precepts to back you up. This Proverbs 17:23. It says, "A wicked man taketh the gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment." And those gangs were started, why? To protect their neighborhoods. But the so-called white man came with a gift, and he perverted all of that, man. Then he made the gangs about turf to sell drugs. All right. This is Proverbs 21:14. It says, "A gift in secret pacifieth anger." So you had our people mad as hell at what the so-called white man was doing to us, orchestrating, getting together, say we ain't gonna stand for this, etc., etc. Then he came with a gift and pacified the anger. It says, "And a reward in the bosom, strong wrath." So now instead of their wrath being against their enemy, their wrath was against each other.
And you know what? A lot of these gangs also stem from the Black Panther Party. That's where the idea came for most of these coaches, most of our people to come together and defend our neighborhoods. Because when the Black Panther Party came out, they was militant, okay? They was protecting their neighborhoods. They was feeding their neighborhoods. You know, they also started to stop depending on their doctors. They started making their own medicine, farming their own food. You know. And that's where the structure come from for the gangs. That's where it all came from, man. But just like that, drugs came into that in that situation. Agents came in that organization and then split them up, man.
Yeah, yep. Because once you create a new enemy, a new threat, the old threat is no more a threat. Hey, they learned that with 9/11. When they created the Muslims, the so-called Muslims as a new threat, the police kind of lighten up off niggas. You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, we watching these motherfuckers now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was making jokes about it. Yeah, police, you looking for a sand nigga. You know? Because what? Their oppression slowed down. You know? Yeah, but Esau orchestrates all that, man. He's the one behind the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Orchestrating the beef, the gang beefs. You know? He's the one paying, hey, I'll give you $1 million. If you go and infiltrate these guys. You know? And nigga ain't got no hope, ain't got no money, ain't got shit. Gonna be like, he gonna pop over the new Benz. Yeah, nigga, you know, I was hustling. You know? And they gonna be like, this nigga on. So they're gonna put him in their company. Hey man, this man know how niggas operate, man. He know how people get down, man. he got it down to a science, man.
Literally.
That's why in the ancient world, you had what was called the city of refuge. Because if a man slayed a man, or if a man was thought to have slayed a man, he would run to the city of refuge, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the family, family think this guy, like say 2 men working on the roof. You know what I'm saying? One guy fall off, you know what I'm saying, and impale himself with a knife. You know what I'm saying? And they see the knife sticking out his chest. And he be like, he was working with such and such. He killed him. You know? But he probably fell on his own knife. You know, so the dude would run to the city of refuge, not get held in jail, guilty him to proven guilty. You know? But he'll go to the city of refuge. And he'll be held there until the elders of the city figure out what happened, man. So they have a trial. You know? But he wasn't fucking locked up. He was just in another city where he had protection, you know? But now they just lock your ass up. Oh, if you're suspected of a crime, you're in jail. Innocent until proven guilty, that's a lie, man, because you lock people up. You know what I'm saying? But you got that Psalms
62, 64, I mean. Psalm 64 1 says, "Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy."
Mm-hmm. From the fear of the enemy. You got all these police officers talking about, I killed him because I was afraid for my life, because I thought he had a gun. It turned out to be a cell phone. Save me from the fear of my enemy, man. Because they kill it under the guise of fear, man.
Yep.
I was afraid for my life. I know I didn't see it. He pulled it out, and I just shot. And they have that right to shoot if they feel threatened. That right, that was passed through the Constitution, man. I mean, not the Constitution. Through the government, through the Senate. If they feel threatened, they can shoot. Go ahead.
It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
They have secret counsel about how do we destroy these people. They're building groups to defend their cities. We got to destroy them. How do we do it? Hey, make another group and pit them one against other. Hey, the scriptures, not the scriptures, but the Jim Crow letters talk about pitting men against men. You know what I'm saying? We make them each other's enemy. We just sit back and fucking watch while they do our job. And they've been doing that for years, man. Pitting niggas against one another. Hey, the wars that started between those gangs in Cali started after what? After the so-called white man dumped guns in the city. Because that was a part of the plan. All those niggas, they don't have guns. Man, leave them. Fake a train wreck. Stop them. They'll get them. Yep. They left guns in the hood, and then they pitted Jake against Jake. You know?
God, it says, verse 3. Who wet their tongue? Oh, Khan.
Yeah.
Khan says, who slide. It says, verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter swords.
Yeah,
bitter
man.
words. Like,
they mouth water, man. They mouth water to kill you niggas, man. You know? To devise evil against you, man. To pit you one against another, man, so they can watch you kill each other. You know? And then they'll do that and they won't find the killer of niggas. He just be still around, walking around, man. You know, until somebody obviously says this guy was the killer. You know? Unless he kill a white man or a white woman. Hey, let a motherfucker kill a cracker, man. See how fast his ass get caught. You know? The murderers of a lot of niggas is still walking around the streets right now. You know? Let a cracker get killed. They'll be oh man, they'll call the feds. The feds will be on your ass, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. It says it says, to whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him.
They're those thugs, savages, dogs, niggers, spicks, you know, ghetto gaggers.
Yep.
Sluts, thots, you know. Hey, they shoot those words, man. When they talking about destroying your ass, man. Go ahead.
It says, they encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily.
They commune of lying snares privily. Okay? What is a snare? A trap, a gin. What is those snares that they lie privily? You know what I'm saying? All their grievous laws. You know? Hey, a lot of these laws, if you know the law, you can get around them. But if you don't, you just fucked. You know?
His wife was committing adultery and killed his wife, and he knew the law. He was real rich.
Man, that look like missiles coming down.
He's the fourth person to say it.
Fourth person to say that. Fourth brother to come out and say that.
Child said it at different times.
All different times. He's the fourth one to say that.
And it also, it says they shoot at the perfect in secret, and they do it suddenly. And then, like the elder said, it be the laws, man. They'll come out with a law, and then they won't come into effect like 10 to 15 years later. Yeah, that's what it's like, man. Those bitter words come all of a sudden. You know, next thing you look up, and then the so-called white man will be doing something. You be like, the first thing that comes to your mind is, wait a minute, you can't do that. And then they just ignoring you. They steady doing the shit. And you like, my rights being violated, but in actuality, your rights already been taken away. The so-called white man, that's how he do shit. Like Rex 84 and King Alfred, that shit was all in the 80s and 70s and all that. But when they actually come down, like the scripture says, the devil knowing he have a little time, he coming down with great wrath. And then you go to second Ezra's, it speaks about he gonna be spoiling and still destroying. He got the pretense to do that with the law he passed.
Hey, they have laws that's drafted right now. It's just waiting for a signature. You know what I'm saying? Like the selective service bill, to where they could everybody between the ages of 18 to 25, if they got a major war, they come to scoop your ass, man. 18 to 25, you getting scooped.
And really, that was already enacted. They just like dormantized that. They're gonna reenact that law.
Yeah.
That's the spirit that the brother speaking about that, because they was just watching the elders, and they were just talking about they cause things to happen to actually put laws in place, man. Like the Patriot Act wasn't elder. One of them had brought it up. We said that they had tried to push the Patriot Act, and they had denied it. They said, no, hell no. So they created 9/11, and they pushed the motherfucking buildings down. They signed that shit with the quickness. All right, because hey, that's what's gonna happen, man. You know, hey, they gonna cause a war, and that's what's gonna reenact that fucking draft, man. And you motherfuckers go, hey, you thinking niggas think y'all going to college, y'all niggas gonna get reinstated, man. You ain't gonna reinstate that draft, you niggas going to war, man. And you ain't coming fucking back.
Yeah, I believe they call it's Galilean dialectics. Which is basically Esau create the problem, all right, that caused the reaction, and he got the solution already.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why the scripture says because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. Like he's sitting in the background like thinking he got all this shit set up. Like like the Wizard of Oz. He the Wizard of Oz.
Hey, that big mask Mike